Okay, students, we are moving to the next lesson. That is the third lesson of our civics. That is how the state government works, the work of the state government, or how the state government it is working. This is the QR code of our lesson, and let us read the paragraph given under the heading, that is introduction. Last year we discussed the fact that government works three levels: local, state and national. That is three levels of government we studied in 6th standard, and that we studied the local government, gram panchayat as well as municipality in detailed way, and looked at the work of the local government, some details. In this chapter we examine the work of the government at the state level. In second level we are going to study, and the central level we will study in 8th standard. Okay, there is three levels of government: local government, then state government and central government. In that we studied already about the local government. We studied about the village gram panchayat, block samadhi and jilla parishad last year. That is the village level local government, and that is three-tier system we studied. And the town side we can see municipality, then block samadhi and the district panchayat. That is about two levels it is same, block samadhi and the district panchayat it is same. These are the same, but the local area according to the population, or if it is town and village, according to that it divided into two. In the village area we can see gram panchayat, and the town and city area we can see municipality or municipal corporation. And here we are going to study about the state legislative assemblies or state government. In 8th standard we are going to study. And how does this take place in a democracy? In democratic country, how the state government is taking place, or who is giving help, from where they are getting fund, how they are distributing, all these things we want to think. What is the role of the members of the legislative assembly, means MLA, and the ministers, who is electing this MLA, and what are the duties of the MLA, then who are the ministers, and how we are selecting our chief minister, and what are the duties and what are their functions, and who is ruling party, who is opposition party. All these things we want to study in this lesson. How do people express their view or demand action from the government? How we are expressing our own idea, our own opinion about the government. What are the functions of the government, or the policies of the government, programs of the government, and as well as, if for example now corona time, how we are people are asking our demand, how we want to how we are asking for the protection of the people from the government, not only in corona time, every time. Then how do people express their, okay, next one, we look at these questions through the examples, some of the examples given according to that. Okay, then we will go through the lesson, and then we will come back to the lesson point wise. First heading, it is whose responsibility. Something happened in the state or in some area, then whose responsibility it is. In storyboard that we are going to explain with the help of storyboard. Then we can see who is an MLA. MLA means member of legislative assembly. How we are becoming, who is selecting him, and what are the duties of him, and what it means, like the things we are going to study. And we want to study the map of India, not like that a state and other things, some little bit different way we want to study. And the next topic, it is a debate in the legislative assembly. How these ministers, they are ministers, MLAs, and ruling party, opposition party, they are conducting debates, they are conducting the discussions. That we one example it is given. Next part, it is the working of the government, how the government is working, how they are getting the they are what we can say, giving information to the people, how they are collecting their revenue, and how they are making use that revenue, and which all area they want to take care, that things we are going to study. Then government smells the garbage, and that is the duty of the state government to clean the city, sanitation of the city, that is, or the state, that is the duty of the state legislative assembly. Then the wallpaper project, the students, they are doing one project, that is the wallpaper, that we also do, not the group wise, we individually we will do as our project of first semester. wallpaper, and we are going to collect some of the news or newspaper cuttings or your handwritten or some information from net, everything you can collect, and we will do that one. That all about the lesson. So we are moving back to the lesson with the help of storyboard. We will start the lesson. Okay, whose responsibility? Hey, look at this. It says that there is a water shortage in our state and people are falling sick in our state. In example of one state it is given, and it is up to our state also. There is drinking water shortage in our state. That's why people they are becoming sick. Then next one, in many villages people were found to be drinking unclean water. Streams have been dried up and so have tanks. In the worst affected areas, villages have been carrying water across the great distance. If you are going to Gujarat, Rajasthan, that area, we can see that one people they are bringing water in their head in small pots. They are keeping together and bringing water from far away, means kilometers and kilometers away. And here we can see that drinking water, people they are drinking unclean drinking water, and streams already it is dried up, and water tank condition it is very the water tanks also dried up. So it is a worst affected area in the villages, that there is no water at all in water tank or in the stream or in canal. There is no water. That's why what they are doing, they are carrying water from distance. People at the district quarters Patalpuram receives water supply once in 3 days. The district hospital there is overflowing with patients, and large number of whom are children with acute diarrhea. And that is in one district quarters in that area, they are getting water in every 3 days. And I know some of the places in Maharashtra, they are getting the water supply from government once in 2 weeks, and that is the condition in some area. And here, even though within 3 days they are getting, then also many children they become patient, and that also acute diarrhea, that is a water borne disease. It is spreading through water. So they are drinking unclean water, that is sure, because of this presence of diarrhea, that also many patients. And on TV news they said 10 people have died from diarrhea. Is that possible? Can one only really die from it? Can one really die from it? Who knows? Just hope I don't get it. The students they are discussing, or children they are discussing in the TV news. They said like that 10 people already died because of diarrhea. Is it possible, and whose responsibility they are asking? And that afternoon, that same day afternoon, my mother said not to have any iced drinks from the market. She gave one of her lecture in this morning. You have to be responsible for your health, Shirin. And one of the child is saying about her mother, what she said, don't drink outside water, especially the iced water. With that water only we are getting the disease. So she said like that, that is my own responsibility to think about my health. And stop. And suddenly police said to them to stop, and this road is blocked due to the rally they have gathered the MLA's residence. There is a rally in front of MLA's residence. Rally, why has he done something? They seem more angry about he hasn't done. Then children asking what happened, what he done. Then police is giving information, not done, he never done properly, that's why people got angry. And we demand that the authorities take immediate action to bring the public health sanitation under control. They are asking because of this what we can say diarrhea, they are asking like that sanitation should take properly, that public health sanitation should take care by the MLA. Our MLA must take the responsibility for this, the death of the these children and the patient children. That responsibility should take by MLA and to reduce the sickness, what they want to do, the sanitation program want to conduct. That is the duty of the government. What a loud voice he has. He must be a leader of something. Haha, I saw him on TV too. He is a member of the opposition, and the children, they are discussing who is speaking, and they are saying like that how much loudly he is speaking, and that's why he may be a leader like that. They are one of the girls saying, another girl saying like that he is the opposition leader like that, member of the opposition. So now we are getting like that this MLA's house means the rule, he not done properly means he is the part of the ruling ruling party or ruling government party, and the person who is asking requesting the demand or sharing his demand with the help of rally or people, that is the opposition. From that we are understanding like that the ruling party as well as opposition party, what it is. So in the lesson it will come what do you mean by a ruling party, what do you mean by opposition party. Up to 10th standard we needed all these words. Again and again it will come in 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard also. Okay, now we are moving to the next topic, that is MLA. Who is an MLA? In the above section you have read about some events of Patalpuram. You may be familiar with some officials' names such as collector, medical officer, etc. And my question is, who is your collector? Your on Karur collector, who is the medical officer of Karur. And but you have heard of an MLA or the legislative assembly. And next question, who is your MLA? Who is your MP from your area? You want to find out all these things. Ask your parents, they are familiar. Nowadays in TV news it is coming because of Corona. All these people, they are working hard to fight against Corona. Can you identify which party he or she belonging? Your MLA from which party? DMK or AMDMK? That you want to find out. Then next sentence, please underline. Member of the legislative assembly or that is MLA are elected by the people. Who is selecting the MLA? We people are electing them. Then they become the members of the legislative assembly and also form the government. After selection of MLA, what they are becoming? They are becoming the part of the legislative assembly and they will make government. This is the way in this way we say that MLA represent the people, means by the people. We are elected by the people or representative for the people. So the MLA is representing the people of that area. And the example given below will help us to understand it is better. Every state in India has a legislative assembly. Every state in India there is legislative assembly. Each state is divided into different areas or constituencies. It is given one example here, and it is given the Uttarakhand, then Jammu Kashmir, that area it is given, and it is divided into many parts. Here we can see that Uttarakhand example is coming again. So we will take the example of this Jammu and Kashmir example. It is given, and here it is Uttarakhand. It is coming Punjab, and some of the example again downside we can see, and it is divided into small parts. This small part is known as the constituencies or the small areas from where we are selecting our MLAs. Then please underline that each state is divided into different areas or constituencies. For example, look at the map below. It shows that the state of Himachal Pradesh is divided into 68 assembly constituencies. Here we can see in pink color it is 68 constituencies. Then from each of the constituency, the people elect one representative who then become the member of the assembly or MLA. From each constituency, we are selecting one person as our MLA. You should have noticed that people stand for election in the name of different parties. Means we know that here in Tamil Nadu we are very familiar about DMK, AMDMK, then BJP, like the different parties, and some of the minor parties also are there. and these MLAs therefore belonging to different political parties. In the election time we are hearing like that name of the different political parties, and each and every MLA also from different political parties. How do people who are the MLAs become ministers or chief ministers? Second part, after election becoming the MLAs, from MLA how we are selecting our ministers and chief minister, that is the next portion that we will continue next day. Thank you. Have a nice day.